The box and the barbecue.
When I was on holiday in England, I went to visit my friend Paul. His family was having a barbecue, and I was invited. When I arrived, everybody was very busy. Paul's dad was cooking sausages on the barbecue, and his granddad was planting some flowers in the garden. His mum was putting a cloth on the garden table, and his grandma was playing with his little sister, Emma. Paul's brother Jack was playing with the baby. Paul and I sat down to have a glass of orange juice. We were talking about the places we were going to visit the next day, when suddenly we saw a big box in the garden start to move towards us. Paul pointed to the box and yelled, "Look, that box is moving all by itself." Everyone stopped what they were doing and stared at the box. Suddenly, the box moved again. The baby tried to touch the box, and the box jumped backwards and then stayed very still. Paul's dad and granddad started to walk towards the box, and it moved backwards again. It was very strange. Paul's mum told everyone to be quiet, and then she and Paul's grandma walked slowly towards the box. They knelt on the ground a little way from the box and tried to listen for any sounds. They couldn't hear any noises coming from the box. Suddenly, Jack sneezed, and the box jumped up in the air and made a noise. Paul's mum started to laugh. "What are you laughing at?" everyone asked. Paul's mum moved towards the box and quickly lifted it up. Everyone started to laugh. There was the family cat looking very frightened. Paul's dad said, "That's the box from Paul's new roller skates. I put the box in the garage. I think the cat must have crawled into it and couldn't get out." Paul's grandma picked up the cat and started to stroke it. She said, "It's okay now, don't be frightened." Paul said, "We were all frightened too." His mum gave him a big hug and started to stroke his hair and said, "Don't be frightened." We all started to laugh, and Paul got very embarrassed. He said, "Oh, Mum, don't." Just then, Paul cried out, "Oh no!" We all turned around and saw that the cat had caused a lot of problems. The sausages were burning on the barbecue. Paul's little sister was painting the tablecloth, and the baby was pulling up the flowers. We didn't have a barbecue that day. Paul's mum and dad stopped the fire on the barbecue and put a clean cloth on the table. Then they put the baby in her pram and planted the flowers again. After that, we all had fish and chips. Lovely.